Welcome to the Living in Bonney Lake YouTube channel. My name is Austin Robertson with Real Broker, and I am so excited that you are here joining us on our channel today. You always see when you're looking around what these costs of living are like in this town or that, but rarely ever do you have a host that just gets on the YouTube channel and openly and honestly discusses what their cost of living is like. Especially when they live in an area like right here, Bonney Lake. No one wants to come to the table and expose how absurdly expensive the West Coast is. Now, on the opposite side of things, I believe you'll get some really good value out of this transparency. So, is Bonney Lake an affordable place that will make sense for your family? We are going to find out. We're going to look at the cost of food, gas, and other items which are crucial. But you're going to want to stick around until the very end. The last thing that we're going to touch on is the cost of housing, and that is going to be a huge part, in fact, probably the biggest for your cost of living right here in Bonney Lake. Let's jump right into it. All right, so when you look at the cost of living, there are a few things that come to mind. What is my commute going to cost me? What is it going to cost for me to have a house for myself and my family? What are the utilities going to run me? And what will my family be eating? Are they going to eat my savings away by just, eating? We're going to get real, and we're going to show you what our family of 7, that's right, 7, I know we're kind of crazy, who live right here in Bonney Lake spends every month. Our family is large, but we are fairly conservative spenders anymore. So you can tailor a lot of this down depending on your personal family. Hey, listen, would you just do me one favor? If you do get any value at all out of this video, would you please like and subscribe to our channel? That way you won't miss any other important videos, and this also helps our videos reach other people just like you who are searching for them. All right, first off, when you move to Bonney Lake, you might be one of the lucky ones who gets to work remote. And a lot of people in our neighborhood of Tehaleh get to work remote. For example, if your car and everything is involved, it's going to cost you though. Fuel in the Pacific Northwest is expensive. I think you, me, and everyone else who's ever turned on the news probably knows this. However, for us, the great thing is that fuel here in Pierce County is typically about $1 cheaper than if you were to get gas up in Seattle. Last year, we averaged fuel cost around $560 a month. My Challenger takes a full synthetic oil change, and that runs me about $215 at the Valvoline by Costco. The vehicle itself, it's pretty rough on it. You've never seen more cracked windshields or messed up tires than you probably ever will see here in Washington. In fact, Wallet Hub ranked Washington as the worst state in the lower 48 to own a car. So you can expect to be making repairs. Plan on changing your tires and your brakes more often than you would in other states. Still, for us, about $100 a month has allowed to take care of our traditional commuter cars. The next expense to look at is the utility cost of living in Bonney Lake. Depending on where you come from, utilities can seem steep or they can seem, really good. If you have watched my Do Not Move to Bonney Lake video, which I'll throw up here in the corner for you to check out, you'll know that the locals have a bone to pick with the city when it comes to water. In Bonney Lake, water bills are more expensive than they are in most of the major cities across America. Our water and sewer bills hit at around $175 a month. Before we moved to Washington, our bill in the Midwest was about $78 a month. Check out that video if you want to deep dive really why these costs are so high. It's all in there. Electricity is not that expensive in Bonney Lake. We average a cost of about $214 a month for gas and electric. Our home does not have central AC, which might count for a portion of the lower bill than you might expect. We do run a portable unit in our bedroom on those real few hot summer days in the summer though. Internet is another expense you will most likely have, be it for watching Netflix, working, or just simply watching more of our YouTube videos. According to Numbeo, one of my favorite websites, it states that the average cost of the internet in Bonney Lake is around $75. For us, it ends up being right at about $120 a month. Like I said, we have 7 people streaming on all kinds of tablets, cell phones, and whatever else you can imagine, while the kids are also trying to watch the TV downstairs, and I might be juggling a Zoom call in my office. Food is another major expense that we run into. Remember, there are 7 of us, and us 3 boys, we can put it down. Numbeo shows these right here. They're some of the estimated prices that you can plan on spending when you enter the grocery store. What I will tell you is my wife, Elena, is an awesome shopper. And if you shop like her and utilize stores like Costco and Winco Foods, you can save a ton of money. We eat for just under around $1,600 a month and then spend around another $150 or so on lunches for the kids at school. School lunches here for children were free, obviously, during the pandemic, but since that has gone away, the cost now for a cafeteria style lunch is about $4. So you'll want to plan that in if you're not packing lunches. Date night, Thursday, my favorite day. We do tend to travel. We do have great local joints here in Bonney Lake, but if you follow my shorts or my TikToks, you know that we tend to slide into Seattle or Tacoma for date nights. These meals average us somewhere between $120 and $225 for dinner. If we do eat a meal for 2 in Bonney Lake, it usually ends up being around $75. Lastly, let's take a look at what housing is like in Bonney Lake. Here's a little example of what you can expect to pay for a home in Bonney Lake proper, and then a couple of our key neighborhoods. Tehaleh, where we live, and then the beautiful lake taps. Like I said, our family lives in Tehaleh, and what we end up paying a month for our housing cost is just a little over $3,200. Now, obviously your mortgage payment is going to depend on when you do choose to buy your property. If you think back and you look the last few months, mortgage rates have fluctuated pretty dramatically. If you want to take a look at all of the homes for sale in Bonney Lake, you can click that little link right there in the description below that says Bonney Lake Homes for Sale. It's updated every 10 minutes, so no matter when you click on it, you're going to see all the homes that are actually for sale in Bonney Lake. All right, let's just say that for now, buying a home is kind of out of review. That is totally okay. Especially if you're relocating from out of the area, you're going to want to make sure that you find the neighborhood that is the right fit for you and your family. In this case, you're going to be renting. Now, our average rent does state that it is about $2,800 area-wide. But with all the variety and different types of neighborhoods we have, we've seen them creep up to around $4,500 a month in those more expensive areas. All right, guys, so there you have it. A real-life look at what our family spends to live right here in Bonney Lake, Washington. Bringing our monthly total to... Thoughts. What do you guys think of that? Is that too much for you? Does it seem about right? Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. Listen, I hope this video opened your eyes to the idea of what it would cost for you to live right here in Bonney Lake. For every family, these numbers are going to be a little different, but this was just meant to be a baseline and provide you an example. If you have any questions about this information, the area, how to move here, or what it's like to live here, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is right there in the description box below. Guys, until next time, I'm Austin Robertson.